Get out of town. I'm going to give y'all this link. Hold on. I'm trying to give y'all this link. I hope I can get it in pull it up in another thing. But I'm going to give y'all this link so I can try to get everybody over here because that is crazy. Everybody over here because that is crazy. That is absolutely amazing. It ain't the first time it happened. They absolutely shut that down. I'm just calling them out. I mean, there's no reason. It said unable to connect. There's nothing wrong with I'm actually linked in through the what do you call it? The DSL. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, my point in saying all that is that they did that. They shut that talk down. That's crazy. It's not the first time it happened. There's nothing that happened in this. There's nothing that happened in that live stream. No reason why that should have been that shut down. Still trying to get other people over here. Absolutely. If you are in here right now, y'all seen what happened in the last video. They completely come on now. Whatever. We already know it's censored flat out. It's censored. I'm just calling it out like it is. I'm not scared of nothing like that. It's flat out censored. Y'all know the last time, whenever I talk about Christ, whenever I talk about how you can help and anything like that, discussing things like this, we went for 7 hours on this chat before, 7 hours. And all of a sudden we get to talking about Christ. And I'm up here actually encouraging people. I'm talking about forgiveness and how all of a sudden it said unable to connect. Try back later. Get out of here. But it's right now. But I'm able to talk to y'all right now. Come on now, they censoring. It's censorship. There's no way you can sit there and say that's freedom of speech. Absolutely. Did I say freedom of speech? Is not going to shut me down again. And there's no way you can flag me because YouTube, if you guys are watching right now, the community guidelines, I have not violated one. I have not violated one community guideline on this channel since I've had this channel. Not one. And y'all know that because some people try to come to y'all YouTube and say that I was being like misogynistic or whatever. I hate women. I'm against women and that I'm against the feminists and all this. And then I downgrade. Y'all know for a fact that there are certain individuals that was a part of my channel that came to y'all that I got the paperwork. I have the paperwork and who tried to come and say I did these things. And y'all said since I started this channel, I have not once ever violated any community guidelines. So then why it's okay. Because I know y'all watching. That's fine. I'm not gonna stop being who I am. Period. So all right. So anyway, let's see. If you are in here right now, again, if you are on here right now, again, do yourself a favor and don't try to spew out any type of hatred right now because there's no place for that on this channel. And I'll watch some of the things that you guys are saying over here. If you want me to see your comment, you see what Junior Masada just put right here? He put at Modern Renaissance Man. When you put at Modern Renaissance Man, it gets highlighted and I'm able to see it. So Static said the YouTube bots flag videos based on titles that may be controversial. Well, Junior, there's been time where I just had Static. They listen, man. They listen, bro. Let me tell you why. Because I went back to some of my old chats where you remember when I was first starting off doing these live chats, I didn't give the chats no title. I would just say live chat and we would get to talking. And the minute I got to talking about the minute I got to talking about health and different things like that, all of the people that follow me know we'll get that wheel of death or something like that. All of a sudden it'll go sideways and all kind of weird stuff happen. So That is pathetic, says Nadine Melton. Said that is pathetic. This is why our country is in a situation we're in. People want to be blind and not talk about issues. Turning our head is why we are falling. That's absolutely right. I think like right now, if this stuff wasn't going on, I would love to go ask a superintendent of a school if we all can get together and you can have them sit every 3 seats apart like that and have us get up there and we can all discuss this all together. White people, black people, whatever like that. We can discuss how all this stuff is making us mad, because guess what? If we were to do that, we would come together. We would be in one mind, one thinking way of what we want to do and what we demand out of our police officers. And we would come together as a race, not as black and white, but as a human race, saying we tired of y'all doing this to people. Not to we tired of y'all doing this to our people, because all of us are our people, period. So that's what I'm saying. I would love to do something like that, because it's kind of getting this stuff is stuff. It ain't that it's getting crazy. It's already been crazy, just that now that we have more exposure to it. But the thing is now that when you can actually sit there and shut a person's live chat down, and you up there talking about this is the United States, land of the brave, home of the free. We got our Constitution and our amendments, but yet you are shutting me down for free speech. And I can go YouTube. Yeah, I'm saying YouTube. YouTube, I can go on to this platform any day and look up girls twerking half naked. I can get on here and look at people actually getting killed. Y'all, I can go in here and look up world star videos of people actually getting killed, falling off, abusing women, abusing animals, people drinking poop out of a cup. But I'm on here talking about how we can fix our issues and y'all censor me. It's okay. I know it's fine. I'm used to it. So united we stand, divided we fall. Absolutely. It even says that in the word too. It says a house divided against itself shall not stand. So I don't understand why, if all this stuff is going on, how are we, you know what I'm saying? How are we called the United States of America? How? When we can't come together as brothers and sisters and come together and talk about our differences and our disagreements, and if we can't come and all share our perspective on a certain matter so we can all come to some conclusion of what we can go after to solve the issues that's killing us, that's not united. That's divided. So it seems like to me, we might have to go old school. We might just say, look, I'm going to be making some phone calls on around the city, or I might just try to figure out a time where I can come and visit some of y'all in y'all city. And I don't care if I have to come into a little community center where it only seats 50 of y'all or something like that, to where I can actually be face to face with y'all and talk. And then you can actually do this stuff and spread out. If we got to go old school, we just got to go old school. But otherwise, because we can see that on here, they censor what you say. It's crazy. Oh, Junior, I already have DVDs on that, man. Static, I got DVD. Static, if you look at something called The Truth Behind Hip Hop, I'm ecstatic. I'm very keen to all of that. I'm keen to the Mason symbol. Oh boy, they're probably gonna shut my channel down for real now. I'm keen to the triangle. I'm keen to the NASA symbol. I'm there with you, bro. I'm keen to most symbols that are on gas stations. I got you. I know what you're talking about. I know all about that. I knew about that like about my 3rd year in church. Thank you for saying that. We do need to come together as a human race. Absolutely. We need to come together against anything that poses a danger to the human race. I don't care if it's aliens. I don't care if it's the resurgence of dinosaurs. I don't care if it's mosquitoes. As a human race, we need to come together against anything that is going to be a threat to us as humans, period. Daniel Beeler said, have seen racist and prejudiced speech on YouTube. What you say isn't wrong. It's thought-provoking. Yeah, I know. Anything that's going to be positive and can bring us all together. It's like, wait, time out. We need to shut this down because he's saying too much. He's doing too much. He got the people thinking for themselves. He got the people all wanting to come together as black and white and Asian and whatever you are, Indian. And I'm talking about, when I say Indian, I'm talking about Indian from India, Haitians, whoever lives here in America. And then you got people saying, I'm watching you from Australia. I'm watching you from New Zealand. I'm watching you from China. I'm watching you from here. You get all these people on CS, and that's what makes it such a threat, is because now I don't just have a voice here in America. There's people in other countries that's watching this too, so they can take this same type of thought process and go take it into their own communities. And now, man, freedom of speech. As I say, it's awesome. It's awesome. It just lets me know I'm doing the right thing. That's all. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Letho. Been listening and chilling. Oh, okay, ma. Being agnostic, and I can appreciate everyone's belief and opinions, it really makes it ridiculous that large corps like YouTube censor real talk, but boobs are fine. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. No, I meant like what you think of music video is saying, what it symbolizes can mean. Static, that's what I'm saying. It's called The Truth Behind Hip Hop, and it's talking about music. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I know what you're going with. I know what you're talking about, Static. I know what you're talking about. Other smart people are creating better platforms on Facebook and YouTube or anything place wants to be seen. I know. I know. It's like, it's like I wish I told my wife I was gonna look into something like how can you start your own video streaming service? Because I'm saying there's no such you can't the freedom of speech. Y'all remember the videos I put up there of those doctors talking about the COVID stuff? They put how can you take their video down when then there's a lady on? I'm telling y'all, my sons showed me some crazy stuff. They showed me some videos of these Asian people literally like beating an octopus and making an ink squirt out, and they just sitting there eating it in the camera. That can be on here, but I mean, it's crazy. So I know what's going on. I see the narrative all behind it, but I'm not one. I mean, I that's crazy. I hate to say anything until all the evidence is out, but it surely looks bad. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I hear you on that one. Todd says there will be a civil war in time. They are going to force us to. Yeah, Todd, like I get what you're saying. I hope it doesn't come to that, but I think like I forget what state it was in where they were saying like open our state, and the guys actually was in the Capitol building or wherever it was. They was in some type of political building with their guns and their bulletproof vests and stuff on. So I mean, guys, I'm telling you, that's all it's going to be. But my question is, why? Why are they trying? We need to ask ourselves why. They're trying to divide us, but all it's going to do is have people go, wait a minute now, wait a minute, what's going on? Why are y'all trying to provoke us? What's going? That's the question that needs to be answered. What are y'all trying to get us to do? What are y'all trying to get us to think? What are y'all trying to provoke us to do? Y'all really trying to get us to separate? Because I can tell you something that didn't work. Even though this might be on a small level, this may be on a small meta. It isn't even a metaphor. It's a small actual example. In my church, there is a certain people there was certain folks that was going to our church that are white. Their dad was a complete racist, supremacist. He thought there was going to be a black and white war. He had a basement full of army food and guns and all this stuff like that. But anyway, they said they grew up with their dad telling them things like black people actually used to have tails. He said all these things about black people, right? Well, guess what? His daughter kids are by black men. And it's like, it's you actually saying all this stuff and making this stuff up. All you did was he made them more curious about why don't dad want us talking to black people? Why don't dad want us having no association with black people? Are black people really that bad? Now, for the ones that actually want to seek out the truth on the matter, they are the ones that went and was like, well, let me go find out. So they just kind of eased their way into talking to black folks. And I actually like them. They're really cool. Hey, I just want to tell you, my dad is like, I'm not like them. My dad, please don't tell my dad. But then once they got grown, like majority of their friends were all black people. All it did was push the curiosity out. So anyway, I'm sorry. I seen the super chat in here and I gotta, like I told you, I'm trying to work on my way of being obligated to read those too. Say, little did you know you were such a threat. You know why? Yeah, exactly. People who get censored end up more attention. It's pointless to keep people quiet. Yeah, unless they try to shut my channel down. Like if they give me 3 community guideline strikes and saying I violated them, then I have no way unless I can try to, I don't know, you get a lawyer and say, hey, I did not do nothing wrong. Atkins said they blocked me from chatting. I think Atkins, Kim, if you do like a bunch of, I guess if they do this thing where they only allow it, like if you comment a whole lot, they can do something like that. John G, are you on BitChute? No, I'm not, but I've been actually told to go on there. So that's kind of my fault because I've been actually really pressed to go and check that out, but I've been so busy with a whole bunch of different stuff, it just thrown me off. So Rebecca said it's called mind control. You said it. Wait, it's comments like that actually cause riots and stuff. Seriously, what happened? Who said something lethal? You know what to do. There was here in Michigan. It happened. I don't know what you're talking about, Scott. I might have lost. Well, here's the thing. Okay. Constantine Blaze says they are trying to use in the one system religion, you will not be able to buy or sell, and followers of the way will be the target. Well, guess what? There's a lot of followers that's just like me that's going to defend my family. You can come try it all you want to. I'm going to defend myself and my family. I'm missing somebody. Somebody else did a super chat on here and I completely missed it. I'm sorry, but I might try to, ain't that I might try. When I get to it, I'm definitely going to read it off. So let me see. Mary Lau says, God's calling you to speak your heart. Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. I know no other way than to do that. I can't help it. I mean, that's who I am. This is not a fake thing. I'm not a fake minister. I'm not trying to pimp nobody for no money. I don't need nobody's money or anything like that. I really want people to be well, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Okay. People who get censored end up with more attention. It's pointless to keep people quiet. Okay, I see where I'm at now. Okay. 9line 2000 donated $5. 9line 2000. I really appreciate that. All right. Thank you for that blessing, sis. Or ma'am, or brother, or bro. I don't know which one you are, but I appreciate that. You always an even-headed person in terms of opinions on everything, Mary Lau said. I appreciate that, Mary. Ali Swartz said they sent the National Guard tonight. Well, good. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Good. It isn't. And people, oh well, here comes martial law. No, man, they about to wreck the city. You're gonna be harming the very people that you claiming that you care for. You know what I'm saying? The man that died. What if his family lived near those places that they tearing up and they can't go and get food or nothing from there yet? They can't go and shop and get clothes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Ty, what do you think about President of the United States Trump's executive order calls of Twitter? Atheist, I don't even know anything about that. It's Gary says, it seems we have to be careful what we talk about, even when there was a serious wrong. I'm going to talk about it. Y'all know on this channel, when people say, hey, I don't think we should discuss this. When I tell you to take your mind, the fact, like, for instance, y'all know, I don't discuss politics on my channel because I don't know nothing about it. Well, let me not say that. I'll be lying. Now I'm learning some stuff about it, but I don't discuss it because I don't have enough knowledge on it to say whatever it is that might be pertaining to. Now, if it's dealing with a human being, just because a politician is talking about it, don't mean that I'm not going to talk about it. And if I am talking about something that a politician is talking about, that doesn't make it political, because I can care less about the person that, like, for instance, y'all, I don't know these people now. I don't care if it's Maxine Waters, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. I don't care. If they are talking about a subject that's dealing with human beings and something that human beings is going through, and I'm giving my take on it, that doesn't make it a political discussion. It makes it a human discussion. And you need to be able to make a distinct separation between that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying those people that seem like they were thinking illogical, they didn't come out somewhere. If you don't vote, you don't have a right to. Yeah, if you don't vote, you don't have a right to state an opinion. That's dumb. That's flat out dumb. Walter said, this is why we are here, brothers and sisters. Absolutely. It seems we have to be careful. Okay, I already read that. Blues Man said, awesome, man. God bless you and your family. God bless America. Love the man for who he is. That's right. Absolutely. William says, if people have screwed up attitudes, those are the people I stay away from. We all have our rights, but when they get violated, perpetrators need to be charged and sentenced. I agree. What's going on, Mama Don? Mama Don, they shut my other live down a few minutes ago. They shut me down, Mama Don. They don't like me no more, Mama Don. I'm causing too many people to come together and think, Mama Don, so they want to shut me down. Said, talk all you want. Trump gave us free speech again. I never knew it was taken. Trump's not trying to shut down Twitter. Then what is he doing? I don't know. I got to figure that out. Ty, you may not have knowledge, but you have an opinion. Absolutely. Can you imagine if they was talking about the killing of dogs? And it was if you found out that people, if you found, okay, I'm gonna give you all an example. I'm not trying to bring up dirt again. I'm just giving this as an example. Y'all remember when Michael Vick had that big old pit bull ring thing going? He was dog fighting. Now, if politicians were talking about dog fighting and how terrible it is, and if I got on my channel and said, hey, that's terrible to do that to dogs, you are forcing dogs to fight. Hey, dude, do you vote? Well, no, I don't. Well, you have no right to talk about dogs fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Whoever the people that are thinking like that, think about why your brain is programmed like that. You don't even know that you are being programmed. You're not even thinking for yourself. Something is programming you to speak and say what you're saying. You're not even saying the words that you want to say. You're saying what something else has programmed and trained you to say without even thinking. The executive order is his attempt to placate his base. It has no basis in reality. It will immediately go to the courts and die. Annie, I don't know what you're talking about. Literally getting censored as I hit enter. UN has a new website. Wow. If you look at some of the film of the rioters, a lot of them look like the usual rent a rioter that gets bussed in. I don't know what that means, Nacho Man, but I know on there I seen the people that are rioting. I seen that they were black people. I seen white people. I seen an elderly person, and I also seen some like people that look like they were of Spanish descent, be it Puerto Rican or be it Latino, be it Cuban, be it Mexicans. They look like that. So Martin Renaissance Man, North Carolina, loving you. Appreciate that, Craig. Mama Don said, what's up again? Wendy said she's hungry. Wendy, I know something that you would like. It's called Beetlejuice. But look how quick people stop caring once better news happened. Static, I know. Nobody wants positivity, man. Nobody wants good stuff. We want to keep things bad. That's why we know that now that whenever the hot season is coming in and the COVID is going to be dying out, we got to bring up something else to keep up to par. And there's always some type of crazy race war or race baiting stuff that goes on every election. I mean, all you got to do is just pay attention. You will see it. Something always new has to come up. Every election, there's a new sickness or a new virus. And every election, there's a new race baiting thing. You can just look at it and see it just happens. Mama Don, thank you for those videos you sent too. All it did was confirm a lot of stuff that I was researching. You know what? Hey, I heard Colton said, hey, I heard on a radio station that if you voted for Trump, that means you're not black. No, actually, Colton, that's not what he said. It said, if you don't know whether you want, he said, if you don't know whether you want to be for me or Trump, then you're not black. So if you were already voting Democratic, Miss Robin, I'm gonna give you my PayPal because you're throwing that money out there. Miss Robin, I'm gonna give you my PayPal link. Send it to my PayPal because you're a baller. All of this is a heart issue, like you said, Robin. Absolutely. But I appreciate what you're doing, though, Robin. But for real, I can give you my PayPal. You can just send it to the PayPal. That means I get it right now. YouTube don't get a cut out of that. So since they cutting my channel, I mean, if they sitting there censoring me and all that. So wait, they censor me and they get to have a portion of my money too that you just donated. So Raw Story published a story that right wing, they're infiltrating the anti-police brutality protest to create boogaloo. I don't know what that means, sir. There are a lot of people that blue check marks and still hate disagree left issues. Okay, let me see. Ace says, yeah, you're right. Every election year, something crazy does happen in that year. Yeah, so it can seem like, look what happened under this person's This is what happened to the United States, and under this person look how the is. I mean, I hear this stuff at work all the time. I don't even watch this stuff on the news. I'm just getting this from what I'm seeing at work, or they'll show me a clip or something. But otherwise, that's what I'm saying. I sit back, I think for myself. And the ones that follow me on this channel, how many times have I told y'all that I always just take time out and just think? I just take time away and just reflect. I take time out, and that's what I do. I just sit and I just think. I think I let God actually put things down in my spirit, put things down in my mind. I asked the Lord a question about a certain things, and I just wait a lot of times for him to answer. Sometimes he answered through another person. Sometimes he'll drop it right in me for a minute. Sometimes he'll let me dwell on it and ask me, well, what do you think about it first? How do you think it should be? And then if I kind of think about what it might be, he might say, okay, well, here's the answer to that. Boom. I'm just telling you, isn't it? That's how it works. Scott said, I always do my own research. Mainstream media info is never complete. It's always slanted to one side or another. Wrong. Trump didn't remove their status. He can't do that. Oh, I don't know what that means. Love your BG's review. Just found you a couple of weeks ago. Pretty awesome channel. Kim, appreciate that. Okay, yeah, I gotta ask y'all a question. Seriously. Oh, static. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, so anyway, what I was going to tell y'all is that, look, I'm saying this with all sincerity because a lot of people, I know some people say things out of like malice, or they say things to be sarcastic, but y'all can just answer this with a yes or a no. And it's probably going to be balanced. Does Joe Biden really have dementia? Because a lot of people keep telling me that. Like, is it a thing out there that Joe Biden does have some dementia? Because if he does, that's terrible. But some people, I'm seriously asking. I don't know about him and all that. I'm just asking. White Death, I hear you. I hear you. D Foreign says, MRM, I've always found you to give honest opinion. I have always believed that no one has the right to judge others if we haven't walked in their shoes. Love the reactions. Keep it up, my man. Yeah, I knew that was going to come out. Since I started talking about them, actually, possibility of them, you know, if I start talking about the possibility of them like censoring the channel, whatever like that, so then the next phase would be is to send in bots or send in what you call them, send in trolls. So that's go ahead. That's why I got moderators. I'm used to that. He's kind of gone, but yes, like for real, y'all. I'm serious. I'm seriously asking. Is like y'all telling me that there is a report out there, or Joe Biden has actually verbally expressed that he actually has some dementia. Avery says, sometimes I miss the small crowds, but glad MRM's channel is growing. He deserves it. Avery, I appreciate that. It's mainly like that, Avery, because of what the situation that's at hand. Otherwise, like my reaction videos, when we're in there doing reaction videos and premieres, you talking about that the most is like what 40 of you guys that usually are in there. So Wendy, you need to stop, girl. You need to stop. You crazy. But the thing is, Avery, here's the thing though, man. That's why the ones you guys has been with me from the beginning, no matter how much this channel grows or whatever like that, the ones that's been with me originally, I'm going to know exactly who you guys are. So even the ones that we don't see around no more, like Susan Andrade or Lacey R, there's a lot of people that we don't, like Deadwood comes in here every now and then. But we know Kane is not here no more. Kane, Hale, who else? There's a few people that that's not here no more. Robbie, Lead Pipe. Snow said hi, MR. And then also Jokester. Really enjoy your channel, says Jeff Stewart. Really enjoy the videos and live chats. Very informative, common sense discussions. Appreciate that. Paul, welcome, says the first time on live stream, but watch a lot of your videos. Paul, I appreciate that. There's 227 of y'all in here, and there's 124 thumbs up. If y'all feel that other people should get this information that I've been discussing on this, if you give a thumbs up, it puts into YouTube algorithm to get spread abroad. So I appreciate that. It's not you're not giving a thumbs up because you like me. The thumbs up is so this video that we're talking in this discussion can be circulated around. So appreciate that if y'all would do that. Okay, Beverly says, since no one seems to understand what EO Trump signed, he's not trying to shut Twitter down, but he makes them play by the rules. Twitter being considered an open platform for all views. I thought that's what YouTube should have been too. Laura says, I'm new here. I have really been enjoying your work and your words. Laura, I appreciate that. Rube's Good Brain Coffee said, I watched your Charlie Pride video last night. It was refreshing to remember a time where our skin color didn't matter as much. I wish we could get there again. I actually believe that we are. You know what, to be honest with you guys, I actually believe that we are there. I really believe this. I'm serious. Go outside your door. Go outside and go talk to somebody that's not of your race or your color, or whatever like that. We're fine with each other. But it's just that when it's played before your eyes on this big platform media thing, it makes us feel like, oh my God, we just, and look, you know what? All these years, we ain't got nowhere. Martin Luther King will be rolling over his grave. We've gotten somewhere because, man, there is a bunch of mixed children out there. Oh man, let me stop. I'm playing. But no, seriously though, go outside your front door, go to the grocery store. Nobody is giving each other a funny look. And I'm just going to say, I think, LeBron James is an awesome athlete. Somebody showed me a little thing of what he said, talking about it's a shame that we can't go outside our front doors without having to be worried about getting lynched or anything. Like, what? Have you? Yeah. What? See, that's what I'm saying. No, that's one thing I don't. He's a great athlete. Love LeBron James, but this is something me and LeBron James would disagree on. I don't go outside my door worried about possibly getting lynched or possibly being intimidated by the police or anybody. Don't nobody think like that. Come on now. No way. Dina says, so why did you get shut down? Because they don't like what I'm talking about. Common sense can see he has problems. Nothing short of elder abuse pushing him to go along. Beatles, stop. I'm asking y'all for real. I am not sure about the dementia, but he has been walking gay machine for decades, a bit creepy with the inappropriate touching for just as long. Oh, I don't know. I'm really asking about the dementia thing. Laura says, okay, I already read that part. Okay, now I'm getting to Tom Noakes. If George Floyd was in the UK, this would never happen. I've not seen a police officer in the UK ever do this. I saw the video. Those police officers are scum. Keep up the good work, man. Tom, I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, and it's unfortunate that happened. And now, we're in America. When I say we, see, that's what I want people to understand. When I say we're hoping they get brought to justice, I'm not talking about black folks. I'm talking about all folks. All folks are hoping that those police officers get brought to justice for what they did. It ain't just black people. I think you are great. I am a lurker. Love what you do. Thanks. Zoe rises again. Appreciate that. Sparky said, I don't think he's aware of how much he's lost. They would never let us know before the election. Yeah. I hear you on that. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a lot. And look, if you're in this channel right now, be sure that if you're on a computer, if you put the @ symbol and try to spell out modern Renaissance man, it will fill the modern Renaissance man part in for you. And then once it fills it in, you can type out your message. When it does it, it highlights it, and I'm able to see it and read it. David Ernst said, I've come to love watching reaction videos. You're one of the 3 I watch consistently. What I love is reaction videos have really introduced people to different music styles. Absolutely. And I love that too. Momo says, fact. Ty, or you said fact, thank you. It's hard to distinguish between it because my name is Ty. So Kevin said, you are right. I live in Texas and we don't see any issues as the news would lead me to believe. I know. That's why I tell people, go outside your front door. Just go outside your front door. That's race baiting. Absolutely. Oh, Beatles, come on now. You ain't got to tell LeBron to shut up and dribble. I mean, that's like, see, what I'm getting at is this, Beatles. Telling him to shut up and dribble, don't get me wrong. I said I disagree with him on that, but what I'm getting at is this. That's like, what you just did right there was the equivalent of the person telling me, shut up, you don't have an opinion to criticize because you don't vote. Now, LeBron James actually he do vote, and he tells who he votes for. My point is that, I get that he plays basketball, he's an athlete, but just like me, I went to college off a full ride scholarship as well. So, he has a right to his opinion, but it's just, my thing is we can just say, no, man, it doesn't work that way. Because all the reason why I'm telling you that, Beatles, is this. The minute, if I was talking to LeBron James right now face to face and I said, bro, no, we ain't being hunted, man. We're not being lynched. No, we're not. And what? We're not being, they're not, nobody's hunting us and lynching us. I got to disagree with you on that. But if I was to say, LeBron James, dude, shut up. And now me and LeBron James just lost our relationship. We lost any possible future relationship of coming together and reasoning about any subject, because now I just ticked them off by saying what I said, as if you're beneath me. Shut up. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm not coming at you in no condescending way, but I'm just telling you that's what I want to encourage a lot in this channel is diverse thinking and diverse, perspectives and, diverse ideas and constructive criticism, even if it's of me. I accept it and with all that. But what I don't accept is like, you shouldn't get it. So I'm saying I'm not trying to put you on a spot or anything like that, because I know, I get what you're trying to do there, but I'm just using it as an example. So anyway, moving on from that, but it's cool. I get you though. I got you. I see what you're saying though. Let's see. Frank Sack said common sense isn't very common anymore. See, Frank Sack, I hear you, man, because it's crazy that, I'm just being real with y'all. Me doing these talks lately has generated a lot of attention. And I told y'all before, I am not about to go join no Black Lives Matter. I'm not about to join Rainbow Code. You can hear from me. And if I'm a hypocrite into this and y'all see one day, well, I thought Ty said he would never go and be Rainbow Coalition. I thought he said he would never be on the Black. Y'all can persecute me to the fullest extent and I will accept it. But you don't have to worry, because I'm not joining any of that stuff at all. At all. I know what they're doing. They see, oh, this dude got over 100-some thousand subscribers and we can use him. No, you're not. Absolutely not. You're not going to use me to push no agenda at all. You're not going to use me to push no agenda. Sorry. It's not going to work. Not me. So James says everything comes down to agenda, right? Though, yeah, I'm telling you, I have an agenda. My agenda is to see all human beings be well mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And then you're going to be able to see my agenda or my motives and my actions and my demeanor and what I do. How I'm always here not to tear nobody up, but to build them up. How if there is evil forces there, I check the evil forces at bay and I get that out of the way, because my focus is not on them. See, that's the thing. Like trolls in here, like that's why I got moderators. If I got trolls in here or people being just flat out mean and hatred or whatever like that, we get rid of them, because guess what? They're trying to turn our focus on them. So now the subject that we're talking about that can possibly build somebody up, we forget about that. But it's not going to work on me. I've been doing this for too long. And Frills, yes, she said Candace Owens speaks truth. Yep, I know. And I think it was about 4 or 5 months ago while I was giving the live chat, and we were talking about, I think guys, what we were talking about was the white privilege thingy, and they tried to race bait me with the police officers then being racist with the people carrying AR-15s down the road with a black dude and a white dude. And when I was giving my logic on certain things and we was talking about fatherlessness and all that, somebody gonna sit there and say Candace Owens is your sister and Larry Elder is your uncle. I'm like, what? Who is that? And so I looked it up, and that was the worst thing they could have ever done, because all they did was add more firepower to my arsenal. And then within doing that, what ended up happening is that I ended up finding another guy that I'm really liking right now named Brandon Tatum. Him too. So, and what's cool about it is they're from Chicago as well. Like Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens are from Chicago. I don't know if they live there now, but they actually were there. So it's kind of cool that all of us kind of had our foot in there a little bit. Common sense is so rare today that it should be considered a superpower. Frank Gray, ain't it crazy? Dina Bissell, I don't know what you keep saying, but apparently my moderators are blocking you. So I don't know what's being said, but hopefully it's nothing bad. For an officer to ever apply pressure to someone's carotid artery that is already cuffed. Yep, Steve, absolutely. 9line 2000 said, I know you don't have to vote, but I love to see you run for office. They'll run me right out of there. No. Who knows? Maybe in 2028, it's going to be me and Candace Owens. No, I'm just joking. I have to learn about this stuff before I can ever get into anything like that. But no matter what, I don't know if I would be able to do something like that, because I care too much about real people for real. I like to come down on ground level, ground zero, and do things with people on the personal level. I don't want to be somewhere where I have to be told when I can eat, where I can go, when I can leave the White House, when I can't leave the White House. Then again, I don't know. Maybe Trump is breaking all that and setting the standard for what you can and can't do as a president. So let's see. Does cartilage grow back like nose cartilage? Random question. Depends on how severely damaged it is, Junior. What will end up happening is that you most likely get scar tissue, which can be as tough and fibrous as cartilage. So, yeah. Matthews said, no shame in having those two as a sister and uncle. Well, I know, Matthews. They thought they was like, I guess they thought they was throwing shots. And I'm like, wow, you just added some more weaponry to my arsenal. Okay, what did Miss Wendy say? Because this thing just jumped. I just pulled 2 11-hour days in sweltering swamps off to bed. Love you, brother. Love you too, Wendy. Have a good night, sis. Sleep well. You better cover up. Because you been in the swamp. You never know. There may be some swamp beetles. Stop. Hope you and your family are staying safe, says D4N. Here in Ireland, we have many political problems, but we can all do our best to make a change. Thank you, MRM. D4N, thank you for that. Owens is amazing. Tatum is the man. You should also check out Anthony Brian Logan. Will do. And you know what else? Also, somebody that I really like, because somebody was really complimenting me. They said the way you think, there's like, Ty, the way you think and the way you come off is really comical and is really common, but you also come off as like a more a more expressive, funny Jordan Peterson. And when I looked him up, I'm like, well, gosh, like that dude, man. Jordan Peterson is, man, I love that dude. Yep, I said it. So they probably gonna shut my channel down for saying that. I love everybody, YouTube. I said I love everybody though, but I do love Jordan Peterson. Yeah. So Keith Richmond says, yo, big fan from Philadelphia. All right. Appreciate that, man. Brandon is from Fort Worth, Texas. I think he lived there, Walter, but I think he was a police officer in Chicago, though. I think originally he was, if I'm not mistaken. Corey Whitley said, dude, Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum are amazing, and you are amazing. Yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, thank you for that. By their fruits, you should know them, says Eddie K914. Absolutely, sir. Mary Lau says, Tylee would be a great politician to refresh and change. Well, I couldn't do it, Mary, because I would want them to label me something else. I would like to go into, well, what are you? What political party are you? I am modern Renaissance, man. My political party is Renaissance. That's what I would want to do if I could change it. I don't want to be a conservative. I don't want to be a Republican. I don't want to be a Democratic. I don't want to be a liberal. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be right. I want to be Renaissance, period. Well, what is Renaissance? Well, you're going to have to find out through my actions. And whatever my actions are, that's what the Renaissance is. That way ain't no, well, the right believes in this and the left believes. Well, guess what? I'm just like, the same. And it's the same thing I say about when people ask me, what type of Christian am I? What do you mean? What type of Christian? And what you mean? What you mean? What do you mean? Are you a Baptist, Ty? No. Are you a Pentecostal? No. Are you apostolic? No. Are you Presbyterian? No. Are you Lutheran? No. Are you Catholic? No. Are you Methodist? No. Dude, what are you? I say, well, what was Jesus and the apostles? What label did they give themselves? Well, they didn't give themselves one. Well, neither do I. So I would do the same thing. If I was to do any type of things like that, I don't want to be labeled a politician. I want to be labeled a Renaissance man. That's it. Well, you have to be on one side. Why? So, David Ernst says, watch Carlin's skit on business. Was spot on years ago. Business uses middle class to keep making rich richer and keep poor to scare the middle class into providing for the rich. Yeah, I would have to look into something like that. All I know, David Ernst, is that when it comes down, I'm just being real with you. When it comes down to what we call rich and poor, if you come from the type of lifestyle that I came from, if you make $25,000 to $30,000 from the life that I came out of, you consider yourself to be rich. I'm sorry. I know we might call it middle class. Middle class for who? Because where I came from, you making $30,000 a year. We own. Like, I'm rolling. I'm balling. So I'm saying. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm using that as an example because I'm just telling you, it's not to be bragging or anything like that. I'm doing substantially well for myself. I really am. And I do a lot of helping my fellow brothers, my fellow sisters, my family. I do a lot of helping that because my whole purpose is building people up and bringing people up. And if I can get you to think and do the things the way I did it, to get the hustle mentality in from and taking yourself through the process of getting through school and to get that job that's going to pay you well and have all these. Some people that come from the hood like I did, you make $30-some thousand, man, they feel like they the most blessed people in the world. They don't even care if they get a raise or not because they never imagined in their whole life that they would ever make that much money. And I know to some people that make it like me, I might look at $30,000 and be like, that's good. But when I first came out and I was making $30,000, I was like, got my first paycheck and was throwing the money in the air. I've never seen $1,900 like this in my life. Oh my, you know what I'm saying? So it's all a state of mind where we talking about some middle class, because some folks that come from where I came from, that ain't middle class. That's first class. The fact that I can go and, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you get what I'm getting at. John, I'm sorry. You said, what editing app do you use? I'm trying to start a channel. Any advice? Yes, John. You use something called Wondershare Filmora, and you can actually do it for a trial. You don't even have to do it for a trial. You can do it for free. And then once you get used to using that system, then you can upgrade and pay for it, a one-time fee to do it professionally. That's what I do. But use Filmora, Wondershare, okay? That's a good one to start off on. Candace Owen would be a good congresswoman. Yeah, like I said, it'd be something that you have to get into. Like I would have to look into the MRM. I will be your Moses. I know Drew, right? I know Mama Don. Biden is most likely suffering from mid-stage dementia. I just don't know if it's true though. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, because if he was, I would genuinely be like concerned for him. Like I would really be concerned for him. That's sad. I hope he don't though, for real. And people just saying that because of the stuff he say. Right on the ballot in November 2020, tie. Yeah. This is why I love you, man. Don't ever label me. I was sad they even took away the one label I used to like, which was independent. Yeah, I know. I didn't even know they exist. I thought it was just Democrat and Republican. I didn't know it was a such thing as independent. I told you I don't know. You just educated me on that. I didn't know it was a such thing. In Chicago, Memorial, I already know. Yep, not your mama. I already knew. I knew. Nobody exactly. Where's Black Lives Matter? The 10 people being killed in Chicago Memorial Day and a 5-year-old girl. Where's Black Lives Matter? Somebody told me, well, that ain't got nothing to do with what happened to the man in Minneapolis. It's a death. It's a murder. What do you mean? It has something to do with a human being being killed. Period, man. That's crazy. A 5-year-old girl got killed. Where's Black Lives Matter? Where's Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson? That's why I tell y'all. That's why. And if y'all listening, the ones that want me to join your organization, that's why I would never become a part of y'all. I'm sorry. A lot of y'all are not real. Y'all have real people that's part of your organization. They got real hearts like I do. But you yourself as an organization with y'all agendas and y'all motives, y'all not real. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like it is. That's why I don't care if y'all, well, we're never going to ask him to come and talk at we're never going to ask him to be a speaker. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. So I'm just telling the truth. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just cause more chaos and is all for political gain or just to get attention or all for monetary reasons. Plain and simple. Yeah, you might donate and you might go to a center or something like that and speak, but the motives and intentions of what they're doing it for is not for real. I'm sorry. It's not genuine. It's not real love. And these people, so many young people, I used to see the hurt in their eyes because these people don't stick around for them for real. You just selling them a false hope, but you don't stick there with them to get them through the pains of when they have to go through the process. What's good for me to tell you, you can do it. You can do anything you want as long as you put your mind to it. And I get these people all motivated. And when I leave, I don't have to come back and see if they're going to do any type of growth. I don't have to be there for them if they actually kind of drift off or if they kind of get down, if they kind of fall off, if they kind of get a little weak. I'm not there to encourage them. Oh, no, we told you what you need to know, going about your business. But hey, I thought you told me I can be what I want to be. Yes, I did tell you. So yes, leave me alone. That's what I've seen people. That's what I've seen all of them do. That's why I said I'm an individual, period. They know that they will be able to call. I will be able to talk to them. I told you, me and my wife have helped get people jobs. We did applications for these folks and told them how they can go in there and interview for it. We even did things to where we said, these are questions they're going to ask, and this is how you should answer. My wife has helped people like fill out college applications to get them into college. I mean, I know what it's like to be on ground zero. But what do I look like saying you just have to put your mind to it? Some people don't even know some people don't even know what it is. They don't even know what that means. What do you mean put my mind to it? They literally do not know what that means. I tell y'all, I'm just telling y'all from the truth. When I was in high school, my coach used to always tell me, Tyler, you were very intelligent. You can get better grades. You just need to apply yourself. I promise you, I did not know what apply meant. I didn't even know what the word meant. So I used to just be like, oh, And I used to be embarrassed because I used to be like, I don't know what apply. I don't know. I didn't know what he meant by apply. What does it mean to apply myself? What do he mean? I'm doing what I always did all through school. The teacher just passed me on because I'm a good athlete. But what do you mean? You know, they was giving me a C or something like that. Or if the teacher just didn't like me because I was being an arrogant little prick, they gave me a D or something like that. But they just made sure that I stayed eligible, though. But my point is that he was right. He said if you apply, I didn't know what apply meant. I had to literally look up what apply meant. Like, you know, I had to sit there and then if it was the way my brain operates, you have to show me what this stuff means. How do I apply myself? By doing what? Okay. And they say, oh, you know, you can do a better job if you can actually comprehend what it's talking about. What does it mean to comprehend? Break that down for me. What does it mean to comprehend? Well, when you read this, Ty, tell me what it means. Okay. When I read it, oh, I told him what it meant. That's comprehension, Ty. Oh, I'm serious. I'm being real with y'all. That's why I say when I get told something, I study stuff to the fullest. I'm so glad that when I get stuff, my lack of understanding causes me to study it so much to where when I get it, I get it. Good night from Ireland, says D. Foran. You have a good night. You're always balling, but you're six figure, my friend. I didn't tell you that. You guessed that. No. $30,000 is more than teachers and police make where I live, so I would consider 30 pretty well off. Yeah, I know. Absolutely, I know. $150,000 for you, MRM. Gary, that's what you about to pledge? I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. Somo Poet, St. Louis, Missouri poet. You are right. There are things about both parties I like and dislike. I don't make any political people happy. I want everything I do to be in line with the great commandment. I hear you. I hear you. MRM, I need 5. Go ahead, Lethal. Do what you need to do, sis. Frank Gray said, you would be a horrible politician. You would use common sense. Enjoy the weekend, my friend. Off to bed. 3:30 comes way too early in the morning. Yeah, Frank, exactly. We don't like him. He doesn't cause no controversy. What was done, I can't imagine doing what he did. Deep sympathy for him and his family. Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri poet. That's, yeah. Go eat, Lethal. We can't have you passing out, says Scott. The person on YouTube who asked me to do a video about why Black Lives Matter is obviously new to my channel because I don't. Yeah, don't fall into that trap, Colin. The Beamer says that has been one of my complaints about the public school system. They teach to test and don't make sure the kids actually understand the subjects. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Everyone doesn't have the same abilities. People often do learn how to achieve in their own right with their own capabilities. That's absolutely right, Maxim. No, Johnny, just the stream was shut down. Johnny Yama, my stream was shut down for talking logic about the stuff going on with the riots. Then I got into talking about how the strategies that I use for what people will call common sense. A lot of stuff is given to me from my Father above, and I'm not ashamed of that. And all of a sudden, the thing said unable to connect. Try reconnecting later, and I obviously have internet. Like I have like 1,000 megabytes, whatever you want to call it. I have the highest internet thing you can get. And it was not no bad connection. And while that thing was saying I have a bad connection, I started a new stream and nothing is wrong with the stream. So they just wanted to shut that part down. I hate to say this, says Mama Don, but the Democrat Party only care about votes, special interest groups. They have left Christians completely. They believe in abortions up to birth. See what I'm saying? So like what you just said right there, Mama Don, if that's the case, and what you're saying is involving people, what is it for somebody to tell me I have no right to speak on it? You know what I'm trying to say? Somebody like, you don't have a right to talk about that because he doesn't vote. You don't have the right to talk about abortion. You don't have the right to talk about them don't they hate Christians. I mean, get out of here, especially if it's affecting me. Yeah. Colin, congratulations on having 1,120 subscribers, sir. You keep it going. James said we all experienced that bandwidth thing. No, James, check this out, bruh. On this channel, we have went on average, we would go like 3 hours, 5 hours. One time we went from 9 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock the next morning. I went to bed and was getting ready to go to work, and I looked up and some of my subscribers was still on here talking. And so, yeah, there's been times where a lot of you guys, the other day, let me hear how I might sound like I'm yelling at y'all. Let me check this out to make sure that oh, wow, I've been talking that loud. Y'all should have told me, because this sounds like it is blowing. Okay. Anywho, what I was getting ready to say is there's been a time where I actually took this little my camera cover and I flipped it down and allowed people to talk on here on their own for like an hour. So no, it's something else. They censor it, plain and simple. Like I said in my comment, some people can't handle the truth. James, absolutely. Corey said Christians stand up. Corey, you know what? That's very funny that you say that, because to me, I feel like now when I talk to the Lord about all this stuff that's going on, I talk to God about what is it like. I say, Lord, like in this particular case, what is it that you would like me to do? And you know what God told me? He said they're calling y'all out. All this stuff that's going on right now, be it COVID, be it them trying to start a race war, God is pretty much calling his people out. Where are y'all? They need to see what real Christians, not these, you know what? You can have your day, and your day is today. I prophesy that this year of 2020 is going to be the best year you've ever had in your entire life. The Lord told me to say this to you, and 2020 came out just with all hell. So for those ministers that said that to those people about God telling you that people about to have the best year of their life and the whole nation, you lied. So my point in saying all that is that God said pretty much right now is a time, right? Not just time. He's just pretty much saying it's purpose. They're calling Christians out. Like we can't stand up and speak. Like I can't sit up and say, like I got a shirt on that says, yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, and so what? And just because you're homosexual, so what? I don't care. I don't need to know that. When you saying you coming out of the closet, great. I come out of my house every day. Ooh. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't care. So my point in saying that is that as Christians, watch my channel not my channel, watch this probably get shut down too. But as a Christian man, I'm going to walk around with my head high. I'm going to let the light shine. People know that my agenda, my motives, and my intention is to help individuals. I don't care if you believe in God or not. That does not mean that I can't care for you, that I can't help you. I don't care if you are a homosexual. That doesn't mean that I can't love you. That doesn't mean that I can't be a human being to you like I would anybody else. Because what you do on your own, the decisions that you make and do on your own, that's your business. Mine is to actually help you as an individual. That's all I'm there to do. That's all Christ came to do. He didn't come here to sit there and try to, oh, y'all about to burn in hell. You all about to, all y'all. No. That's not the love of God. But my point in what I'm saying is that also that to me, with all this stuff going on, it's the opportunity for Christians to stand up and show people there is hope. Gospel is good news. The good news is, hey, we humans, hey, look, we're doing this, man. We're doing good. We're thriving. We're surviving. Let's stand up. We still can come back together. I don't have no fear in me. There is no fear in me. I go out. Man, the only time I will wear a mask is on my job, and they require us to wear a mask when we go in front of a patient. I go into the grocery stores. I go everywhere else. I am not putting no mask on, and I'm not sick. Y'all seen me hug the one lady in the grocery store. Neither one of us are sick. Neither one of us are sick. And when people, I don't have to go around like I'm all like, I'm a Christian man and I'm not ashamed. I don't have to tell nobody now. I don't even like, just like people that are homosexual, you don't have to go out telling everybody and letting everybody know you came out the closet, let them know you're homosexual. Just like Christians don't got to go around telling everybody I'm a minister, I'm a Christian, and nobody cares, because what you are and who you are is going to show through your actions, period. So I mean, it goes both ways. So to me, Christians, it's a time. Right now is a good purpose for us to actually let people see what hope looks like, for us to let people see what love look like, for us to be able to see what not having no fear as Christians during this time. How are we panicking just like the rest of the world is when we're not supposed to be of this world? Y'all can sit there and say it on my channel. People that work with, if y'all watching this, people that I work with or people that I've been around, family, and all this, y'all can sit there and vouch for me to say that Tyler went around without no fear. This dude walked in and out of stores. He shook hands. He hugged people. All this. I just did what I was supposed to do like I always did. There is no fear with me with this stuff. I don't care. That's me. I know who I serve. I know who watches over me. I know who protects me. But at the same time, I'm not going to be so dang on like boastful with this that I'm not going to wash my hands or nothing like that. No, I was doing that before there was a such thing as this sickness going around. If I shook your hands, I got hand sanitizer in my truck. Then when I went to my truck, I'm wiping my hands off. And when I go home, I wash my hands. If I shake hands with my patients, I will still wash my hands. So nothing has changed about what I've done. But my point is, I'm not about to sit here and let people see that as a Christian man who's supposed to be held to a different standards of what the rest of the normal people are who don't follow God or anything like that. People need to see that there are real people that follow after God that are not fearful. They're not hateful. I'm not full of malice. I'm not full of judgment. I'm unbiased. I let you be who you are. But if you come to me and you have a concern, I'm there to help you to the best way that I possibly can without no judgment on you. That's the love of God right there. And I can't help but to show the love of God because that's the love that he shows to me. He's unbiased with me. He doesn't judge me. He doesn't condemn me. And even if I do make a mistake, his job is to say, okay, you learn from it, right, Ty? Yeah. Okay, well, now you're forgiven. Now let's move on and get beyond that. Did you learn a lesson out of that? And that same type of thing is what I do to other people as well. He said, I said, can you imagine Auntie she? Oh man, and Craig said Kenny Copeland waiting outside. Right, Auntie D was biting that arm when she's biting that underpeck. I don't know about some people, but my father is a Jewish carpenter. Thank you, Jesus. Says Tammy Slavers. Absolutely. Man, this whole day got me down. All the hate, all the turmoil, but you ended my day with hope. My brother, you've got a gift bringing people together, Ty. Keep on keeping on. Old school, absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, sir. MRM, as of tomorrow, everyone in my state has to wear a mask in order to go into a store and shop by order of my Democratic governor. Kilroy girl, hey, if they did that where I live, I would just abide by the rule. And now me, because my personality, I might be the one I would put a mask on when I go in the store. But once I get in the store, I'm pulling it off. I mean, I'm just saying, like they got like grocery store security, but I'm gonna pull that sucker off. And if a associate comes and say, "Sir, can you please put your mask on?" I'm okay. As soon as they walk off, I'm pulling it right back off. I'm saying, oh, well, I'm just me. To put sex education in the school should be left to the parent, not the school. Democrats think small children should learn about sex, all kinds of sex. Absolutely. Hey, Mama Don, it didn't happen with my sons. Nope. Don't get me started on facts. In Michigan, 95% of all COVID deaths were people 50 plus and over 80% 60 plus. So why are young people being locked up in schools all shut down? It's all about control. And the thing is, Scott, that control was only given over because once I can get you to be fearful, I can control you. I can actually make you do something, have you do something that you normally would not do because of the fear. The fear of COVID and the result of COVID was worse than what the disease was itself or the virus was itself. Yep, you breathing right back in carbon dioxide and whatever type of toxins of some kind will lead out of your mouth and your nose, whatever like that. It's proven. You lowering your immune system. Shoot, one of the best people I grew up watching, not sound corny, was Mr. Rogers. He followed these beliefs honestly and truly. I believe that. You know you are in the right place when you hear your own views being shared. Carla, that's absolutely right. Yes, sir. It's about fear. Oh, yeah, it's about fear. Spot on, Todd. Mama Don, you crazy. Unless you are talking to somebody named Todd in here, because I don't know. Oh my God, Mama Don, Mark Dice was a trip. But what I liked the most was Crowder. Yeah. Crowder, that's man. Hey, he Crowder. Hey, Mama Don, when I like go talk to like folks at like work or whatever like that, Crowder is like kind of how I'm not as savage as Crowder is, but that's my same type of take on it. That's my same logic on it. So the way I'm that was awesome. What president is trying to say don't be afraid? James, I don't know. A majority of deaths have been elderly. In my state, COVID patients moved from nursing homes, which resulted in 1,000 deaths. It's been the same way where I'm from. It's all been like nursing homes and elderly folks. And the crazy thing about that, most of them they died at the hospital. None of them came back to the nursing home and died. The ones that came back from the hospital did not pass away. The ones that went to the hospital and stayed, they died. I'd rather be on the safe side, says Bearland, and protect others by wearing masks than not. I had to be careful around my mom because of her breathing. It's about respecting her. No, that's completely fine. But when you talking about going out in the free world, no, you can't force me to wear a mask. You can't do that. No. If you, and here's the thing, Bearland, the people that are out and about that have breathing issues, they should be wearing a mask. So they are protecting themselves from potentially me. So I get what you're saying. So it's two sides to that. If I'm not obligated to wear a mask, it's just like people that got, it's like, okay, like some, I hate to say it, God bless them, but some people that get like leukemia, cancer, those kids, if they go outside, they make the little kids wear a mask, but you can't make me wear a mask because of what the little kid got going on. The little kid must wear the mask. And I'm just giving an example. I'm being flat out real because I have patients that have this stuff. I worked with pediatric children that when they came to therapy or anything like that, they wore the mask. I'm not forced to wear the mask even when I treated them. So what I'm saying, if you know that you have an underlying ailment or breathing issues, your obligation is to protect yourself. That's great. You should be able to protect yourself. And by protecting yourself is you wearing a mask when you go out amongst the population that you may not know that may have an ailment. But for somebody like me, I respect everybody, but at the same time, I also have my right. I have a right. If I'm not going to wear a mask when I go into the grocery stores, anything like that, it's not that I'm disrespecting anybody. It's just that if you are sick yourself and you got an underlying ailment, you definitely should be wearing it. So I get what you're saying, though. But at the same time, I respect your decision to wear a mask if you want to do it that way. And at the same time, for other people, I tell them, respect the fact that I don't have to wear mine. That's all I say. It's just like on a job. They say, hey, when you see these people, if they say you can wear a mask, I'm not going to wear one. If they say you have to wear a mask as a policy, then of course I'm going to abide by the policy. But come down to choices, I won't, because I dealt with coronavirus almost my whole career working in the hospitals, 20-some years in the hospital. We go in there, we see something on the chart that says coronavirus, and we go in there, we know we put a mask on, we wash our hands. I already talked about this before, but my point is that if you want to wear a mask when you go out and about in the public, I'm not going to hate you for it. I expect the same type of respect from you if I don't want to wear a mask. And oh my God, we getting funny looks and all that, walking through the grocery store that don't require us to wear a mask, whether I'm in Walmart or Publix or Schnucks or Winn-Dixie, whatever. When I go through the grocery store and people I'm like, why are you scared? You got a mask on. I mean, I don't get it. It's just like you walking around with a gun, but you scared of a person that's walking and don't got a gun. You have your protection. So don't be scared of me. You got your protection. Okay, here's some random light for everyone. Did you know when you clean your vacuum, you become the vacuum cleaner? Get out of here, dude. That's crazy. It's America. It should be free choice. If you want to go out and take the risk, you should be allowed. If you want a high risk and don't want to risk, then you should stay home or use a mask. That's completely right. Somebody made a joke and said, how are you going to give me a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt? That's my choice if I want to get in the car wreck and fly out the window. But that should be left to my decision to not want to wear a seatbelt. I know the consequences of not wearing a seatbelt, but you shouldn't give me a ticket because I choose to put my life out. I'm just saying it as a joke, though. But anyway. Somebody said, I laugh when I see, Jeffrey said, I laugh when I see people in their cars alone wearing masks. I know, me too. My mom wanted to go to Walmart about 3 weeks ago in the middle of 85. I said, you can't, you're old. She said, well, I got to die. of soothing. And if the good Lord wants me, then I'll tell him, hey, tell him I said, hey. That's messed up. Mama Don, you crazy. Scott said, I think, like always, it should be about respect. We should all do it when in close proximity of others right now, in my opinion, but requiring it is questionable. No, again, I'm just, Scott, you talking to a medical professional, like I said, 20 some years. Why? I mean, when flu season come around, do they make everybody wear a mask during flu season? Matter of fact, if y'all need to go look up and see how many people die from flu, legit flu. I ain't talking about somebody to turn flu into COVID and say they died from COVID. Because I'm telling you right now, in the hospital, yeah, I might get my channel. They might shut me down for that too. They were being pressed to label people that having flu for having COVID, and they didn't. Colin said his mom is a breast cancer survivor and said when she goes somewhere, she has to wear a mask and be careful. Absolutely understand that. Anthony said, I wear a mask, but it's because I'm ugly. And you know what, y'all? This added a whole lot of more craziness to the riots and stuff in there because everybody had a mask on. I mean, just everybody had a mask on. Everybody, whoever did anything in Target or AutoZone, they got away with everything because everybody had a mask on. So you ain't gonna know who did what. You ain't gonna catch one person. They had masks on. Had a customer ask me, do you have protection? I told her, yes, mask, gloves, and booties. She said, that's all. I told her, ma'am, I'm married. I'm a married man. That's all the protection I need. Right. I wear a beekeeper mask. Y'all are crazy. I would be scared of y'all seeing you walking around with a big beekeeper mask on in the store. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty or safety. Well, Rick, I get what you're saying, man. But the thing is, in reality, people are just scared, man. That's all it comes down to. I really think a lot of it does not come down to people don't realize they're actually not making a choice. They're being forced to feel that they have to. But like I said, Ken Celsior said you finna get shut down for saying that. I know, right? It's like this. I know someone who died of flu, AIDS, suicide, but don't even know anyone with COVID. Nope. Uh-huh. I wear a goalie mask. I know, right? It's gonna be messed up. What are you for Halloween? Oh, I'm a possible COVID patient. My mischievous self, my state requires masks in stores. I was ready to order Michael Myers mask. Hey, it is mask, says David. Yeah. Some people ain't even got masks on. They wearing socks around their face and they wearing like a cut off sleeve and pulling it up. I mean, Berlin said, I know a couple of people that had COVID, so it just depends on where you are and who you know. Well, Berlin, I have more than a couple of people that have COVID. I have a ton of patients that have COVID. And again, I put my mask on when I go in there and see them, but I've always have anyway. But at the same time, what I think gets missed is droplets. It doesn't travel through the air. I don't care what they say. As soon as it comes out your mouth, and for one, it doesn't travel 6 feet. Even when you sneeze, you don't sit there and sneeze 6 feet. And when they have you stand in the store and they say 6 feet behind a person, nobody, I don't know how it would get on the back of your head and get into your body or get on your booty or get in your neck or your back or the back of your arms. I don't know how somebody sneezing way 6 feet away. I'm just saying, if you logically think about it, a lot of it is really stupid. You want us to stand 6 feet behind while we're checking out, but while in the store, we're passing each other like this and stop. Oh, how you doing? Oh, excuse me. I'm just trying to grab this right here. Oh, excuse me. Can I get this? But when you go and check out, now you need to be 6 feet apart when we all just kind of crisscrossed and all this all through the aisle. So it's ridiculous. And I don't even know anybody that ever stood that close to anybody in the shopping store anyway. I never knew that when you line up, I never knew anybody to just be hovering over somebody. You got some groceries there? Got a little fish, huh? Oh, what else you got? You got some juice? What kind of fish is that? Is that swai? You know, I eat catfish nuggets. What else you got there? Some lettuce? I mean, I just excuse me, ma'am. Are those the Doritos? What you got there? Doritos? Oh man, I like Doritos. Oh, you know what? They really go good with a little bit of Mountain Dew. Oh, excuse me. Am I breathing over your ear? I'm sorry. Just that those Doritos look so good. What else you got? Oh, you got the little kiddos, some chicken nuggets, some what do you got? Oh wow, you got the kids some carrots. Oh, you know what? My kids, they really like. Let me stop. I'm serious. I'm just saying, have y'all ever look, Debbie says you sound like an episode of Jack. Non-lethal. No, you sound like that may make you go and grab a pillow. Tell me why guys stocking shelves at the store and big time Walmart, etc., was okay during this pandemic, but your local donut baker had to close the door. Oh man, look at this. I went in GNC the other day. GNC is like right in the same place where a grocery store is called Winn-Dixie. And Winn-Dixie is right in the same place that GNC is. You don't have to have a mask to go in Winn-Dixie, but you have to have a mask to go into this woman's GNC store. She said they cited her for $500 because somebody was in her store without a mask on. And she was like, why do they have to have a mask? Deer birds don't require a mask. So yeah, small businesses is getting hit. It's crazy. Aaron Todd says sounds like a bad porno video. Excuse me, ma'am. Are those Doritos? Oh boy. Ramona said, Ty, you breathing in everybody's ear. I know. Oh, excuse me. Am I in your ear? Why, you don't like it? Well, you know what? I could be asymptomatic. You don't know if I got it, do you? Well, if you happen to get it, hey, we might as well just go and solidify this thing and exchange more body fluids. What do you say? What's that smell on me? Don't tell anybody, but that lavender scent that you smell on my body, it's Lysol. I spray Lysol all over my body every day. I'm so purple. People think that I'm Barney. But if you want to, I can love you, you can love me, and we can get real sweaty with a great big splash and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you have COVID too? I'm about to get out of here, folks. I'm about to leave. No, seriously. No, for real. I let me end this on a high note. I appreciate every last 172 of y'all. I appreciate every last one of y'all being in here on this chat and spending this time with me. Hopefully, y'all got out of here with some encouragement, some fun time, some laughter, some knowledge, the whole nine. Again, I appreciate it if you give the thumbs up so that this video can be circulated. Riding backwards on a pig virus. I'm gonna come back and read what y'all said. I'm gonna have to go back on it. But right now, I got to get ready to check out because I got some more studying to do. I've been educating myself, but I'm glad that I was able to have this conversation. I'm glad that we was able to get some things talked about. have some common sense talked about, and actually end up ending it with this laugh. And if you've been following this channel, whatever like that, I appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, no, I'm not, Nikki. You are. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad we get in on this high note. It was a nice chat. I'm glad that all of you came in here. If you have not subscribed to the channel and you enjoy these talks that we're doing right there, subscribe to the channel and do not forget to hit the bell notification. Make sure it says all notifications. That way, when I do anything, you will be notified of what I did. And besides that, I'm Batman. I'm getting ready to check out. I enjoyed this. Love you all. Hope you guys all have food, shelter, and clothing, and hopefully all of y'all are in good health. Now I'm embarrassed because my mom heard all that. Anyway, Mansi Anya Amebataya. Mebataya Sikeyamo.